Today we're going to be taking a look at what has happened in the GTA market when it comes to real estate. And have the prices come down? Yes, they have. By how much? Let's get into it. What is up, everybody? We have had 4 consecutive months of no growth in the real estate market. In fact, we have gone from $975,000 as a median price throughout the whole of the GTA all the way down to $920,000 from September to December. So the question really is do you think that this market is actually going to be turning around for the better? And from what I actually see, I do think that prices are actually going to start upticking from January onward. I know we have a large group of people who are basically sitting on the sidelines and saying, well, the market's going to get worse because many people have renewals. But at the same time, you're going to have people looking at home prices, and with a reduction in interest rates on the horizon, there is a very strong chance that prices are actually going to uptick. I'm not saying that we're going to see month over month double-digit gains, but we will start seeing the 1 to 4% price increases. So let's take a look at what actually happened in a few of the market segments that I focus on. And if there are markets that you would like to know more about, definitely let me know in the comments below. I will be more than happy to cover those markets and discuss what I feel is happening in those markets. If you would like to know a little bit more information about a particular neighborhood within your city and provide you an idea of what the valuation of your property or perhaps a property that you are interested in is at, I highly recommend you book a call via my Calendly link. The link is in the description below, and we can go over all things real estate. I also am a mortgage specialist, so I'll be more than happy to help you with the financing aspect of your home to see whether or not you will qualify, as that is one of the toughest things to actually qualify for with the current high interest rates. So let's get into the numbers and let's see exactly what has happened throughout the GTA. One thing I want to point out is that when we are looking at these numbers, just because you saw a decline in the overall median prices throughout the GTA, it does not necessarily mean that every single city has declined in value, nor has every asset class, if you want to call it that, has declined. So I always examine the markets that I really do focus on and then see exactly what has happened within each market segment, which is the types of properties when it comes to your detached, semi-detached, condo apartments, condo towns, whatever is the majority of that type of dwelling type within that particular city is what we should all be focusing on. I also look at the month over month, as those who do follow know that I focus on median prices and I look at month over month, because those are the things that we need to sort of examine and look at if we are ready to start taking action in the real estate market. Let's see now exactly what has happened throughout the GTA, and the numbers are out for December of 2023, and you can see our median price here lies at $920,000. And last month we were at $945,000, a decline now of $25,000 approximately. So in the beginning of the year of 2023, we actually were just ripping upwards up to about May when we started to see declines. And then we saw another uptick in September. We had an increase of $975,000, but now you can see that we've come all the way down to $920,000. I do believe that we will start seeing an uptick from this point forward as rate hikes again are imminent, and we should be able to see some more activity, even though we have a lot of households who are expecting renewals and receiving those sticker shocks of high interest rates. But we do believe that this is going to still continue to go up as prices have come down quite significantly over the past year and a half. So now we're just going to look at what happened in Newmarket, Ontario, and where their price points are. You can see now we're at $992,500. And again, believe it or not, last month we were at $970,000. So we're actually up $22,000. So just because the overall market again has declined, it doesn't mean that the market has declined across the board. And here is one example. Detached market segment now at 1.325 million. as opposed to 1.150 for last month. So again, some steep number increases over there. And you can see even from this chart, if you look at the declines that they've had, you can see Newmarket did dip quite a lot. So there was some value shopping probably happening within the detached market segment. Here we have freehold towns now at 885,000. Last month we were at 920,000, so you can see there was a decline there. We've only had about 7 listings in the month of December. So semi-detached markets now are at 857,000 as opposed to 865,000. So the market has declined in the semi-detached market segment also. Let's go over to King Ontario. King Ontario market has now a median price of 1.978 million. Last month we were at 1.590. Now this market is a little bit skewed because you have some areas that have high density, and then you've got also sprawling acreages, so you've got properties that are worth a lot more. Now, even though the median prices are going to eliminate the majority of the high home prices and also the very low ones, it still doesn't necessarily provide us a very good idea as to what's happening. So this is a typical example of trying to find value within a particular neighborhood. That's where I would recommend you basically giving me a call so we can go over what values are in what particular area. So there are about 5 different areas within the township of King. Each area dictates its own values. Let's move forward to the detached market segment. Here you have the median price of 2.179, and you can see last month's numbers were 1.799. And you can see the chart is just basically moving up and down like a yo-yo. And that pretty much is because the values within the township of King vary drastically. And so you can see the numbers moving up like a yo-yo. Now, if we move into Brampton, Ontario, you will see that median prices have now reached 907,000. We had 360 listings. And last month we were at 955,000. So pretty much like a $50,000 decline just in median prices in Brampton, Ontario. Let's look at the market segments here. So you've got detached market now at $1,085,000, 191 new listings in the month of December. And here you can see the median price of last month. We were at 1.115. The semi-detached market is now at 894,000. We had 47 new listings. And you can see here that the market was at $915,000 in the month of November. Whole towns are at 829,000, and last month we were at 825,000. So freehold towns have seen an increase of about $4,000. Now let's go into Mississauga, and you can see even from this chart and the way it's moved up, obviously you're looking here from about January or so, you can see how this market upticked actually late end of 2022 and really ripped up and has sort of come down a little bit, but still has held its own in Mississauga. And so let's take a look here. We've got all property types here are now at 892,000 versus 915,000 the month prior. In the detached market segment now, the median price is about $1.3 million. We've had 120 new listings in the market. Last month we were at 1.320, so a $20,000 decline. Not very much considering the median price being so high. We've got semi-detached now at $935,000. And last month we were actually at $990,000. A pretty steep decline in the semi-detached market of $55,000. Freehold towns, we are now at $905,000. Last month we were at $928,000. So about a $23,000 decline there also. So in the condo apartment segment, we are now at $590,000 as a median price. 132 new listings, and last month we were actually at 585,000. So condo apartments have seen just a small increase of $5,000, nothing too big there. Now moving into Caledon. In Caledon we have a median price of $1.1 million. We've had a total of 72 new listings in the month of December, and last month we were at 1.203. So a decline of 100,000 across the board. And if you look at the detached market of 1.250, we actually were at 1.350. So it pretty much all happened in the detached market segment, as that is pretty much the main property type within the township of Caledon. Moving on into Vaughan, which I have been watching that market, and we can see the market has actually been quite robust in Vaughan now. The prices have come down into that ballpark of many buyers, where they were at, say, 2.2, and now they're sitting at $1.8 million. So they're trying to take advantage of those home prices. So now we can take a look and see exactly what has happened in Vaughan. And in Vaughan, you'll see that our price point for median price points are 1.14750. Last month we were at 1.2 million, so still a decline of almost 53,000 just across all property types. We've had 172 new listings. Let's move on into the detached market and see what happened here. So last month we were at 1.490, and the month prior, check this out, 1.660. Vaughan has seen a decline almost of $170,000 just in detached market alone. Semi-detached market is now at 1.123 and a half, and we were at 1.101. So in the semi-detached market segment, you're actually seeing an uptick of about $20,000. Freehold towns, you've got the median price of 1.140. And last month we were at 1,095,000. So we've actually gone up about $45,000 in the freehold segment. Condo apartments in Vaughan, 650,000. We're down to 619,000. If you've seen one of my last videos, you'll see that especially in the condo market segment, one of the biggest development projects, Festival, is barely sold and is probably in trouble. So you can see people now having to adjust pricing because they can't seem to sell. You've got people who are in distress. Their appraised values aren't coming in. So they're forced to also offload their properties, lose perhaps parts of their deposit or all of their deposit, just so that they can get out and not have any legal repercussions. Do you think 2024 is going to be a good time to purchase a home? My opinion, I think, not trying to predict some bottom of the market here, because I don't think anyone can actually do that. I don't think anyone is going to be able to tell you where the actual economy is going. We try to pool this data together to sort of get a sentiment as to what is happening. And from what I see when it comes to our economy and what's happening with interest rates, thank goodness that the US is now looking more at QE versus actually continuing to do some quantitative tightening, and not having us to be forced to sort of sit stagnant and keep these rates at ultra high levels. Many people who have purchased homes in 2021, 2022, they're all up for renewals and are actually going to be seeing massive mortgage payment increases. And you can actually see the people that have purchased these homes in those years, they're just listing them again because they're feeling that pinch of the mortgage payment. They can't afford it. They need to offload. So it will be interesting to see, but I believe that 2024 and especially 2025 will be great markets to purchase. I feel that home prices are going to start upticking now in 2024. Comment below and let me know how you feel about the market, and do you feel that the market is actually going to continue to decline simply because of the number of listings that are going to come onto the market. I hope you found this video of value. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, as it does obviously help the algorithms and help me in figuring out what types of videos I should provide you. Also, be sure to share this video with people that you feel are in the market, whether they're going to be purchasing or selling, and it might be able to help them out through their real estate journey.